How you doing, Jody? Good, I hope. Brenda, she's not here yet. Oh, okay, it's going to be warm. Any moisture in the air going to be, Jody? There's quite a few fishing boats out there this morning, all out there on north of the channel. Hey, Jim, good morning to you too, sir. Hey, JDS, howdy to you too. Hey, TJ, JDS. I don't know if TJ's at work or if he's up to his neck in the breakfast bowl of Cheerios. TJ's giving it to you, JDS. So, Jim, what are you up to today? Anything? Or just hanging out? Yes, I did. I stopped and got, after I did that ship this morning, I stopped and picked up my regular order of Boston creams. I got to pitch a couple peanuts right back. So how's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. Hey Russ, how you going? How are you doing, my friend? Well, what'd you guys think? That was what I got first thing this morning, just before sunrise. Was everybody able to see that or not? I don't know. But that's just one of the latest ships I did. And I went and caught it. When I left here, it was dark. By the time I got down there, which is only a couple of miles, maybe 3 miles, um, and got the drone in the area. That's what I got, was right there. Lightened it a little bit in post, but I think it turned out fairly well. Yeah, I just love my Air 2S. I got rid of all my other drones. All I fly is the Air 2S with the smart controller. The only thing is in the bitter cold, which it was right now. Right now it's only 32 degrees. Um, I got rid of all my other drones. All I fly is the Air 2S with the smart controller. The It's 32 degrees here right now, and it's cold. And when I was out there this morning, it wasn't so breezy, although there was a little bit of a breeze, but not much. But it's just bitter cold. And I got gloves on, and the gloves have the fingers cut out so that I can run the controller. And yeah, it is what it is. So what's new with everybody? Anything? Or are you just kind of hanging into the weekend? Boone, stop whining. Here comes Justin.
Oh,
Hey,
Paul.
Justin, how's it going?
It's going.
You driving home or are you home already?
No, I'm over at the main office. I had to fill out my paperwork
Oh,
for
okay.
being getting appointed. So, oh, crap. I need to
Well, it's
get that.
great for you to stop in, because I know you're busy, but it's just
I'm
me.
not now. That's why I came in because I just got finished doing my paperwork.
Okay, me staring at the computer screen.
What's up, JDS, TJ, Russell? I don't know if Brenda and Jim are in here, but
No, I haven't
uh,
seen Brenda. Jim was here, yes.
no, I just got done at the office doing my paperwork for getting appointed, and then I got to come back after the holidays and do a class for the union and all that other crap.
Okay. But that's not until, is that after Thanksgiving or is that after Christmas?
No, I think I said after Thanksgiving. Yeah,
Or you said
they're
after the
doing it.
holidays. So,
After Thanksgiving, they're supposed to have a class. So,
okay.
but I'm gonna go do that.
Once
Get
you
that
get that
taken
done,
care
you're
of.
all set then, right?
Yeah, I'm technically appointed on the 16th, which is only in the day after tomorrow. So,
Good. Good for you.
and I get 8.5 hours a day automatically, plus an hour and 40 minutes on top of that.
How's your mother-in-law doing?
She's doing all right. She's
Because you
at
said
home resting.
she got home all right?
Yeah, she's just at home resting.
Okay.
And then I sent those two girls from Wawa that wanted to work at the bus yard, right? I sent
Yeah.
them in there to look for a job. They both went in there, and then they were told by somebody in there that they didn't have positions available. I told Susan that, and she was like, she said, I don't know who the hell told them that. You should have you tell them to come right back to my office. I said, all right. I said, yeah, I don't know who they talked to. I said, but somebody lied to them. She said,
Well,
no, you said tell them girls to come right back. She goes, I'll get them a job real quick. So
well, you suppose it was somebody on the outside that was just dismissed them? They could might have gone in and just said to the first person, that they were looking for employment, and there's nothing here,
I guess, but I don't know who they talked to or anything. So I don't know. But the girls said they went in there to fill out an application. That's what they were told. So I said, well, said that the person told them to come back at the end of November. And I told my boss that. She was like, I don't know who the hell told them that. She goes, but I'll take both of them. I said, all right, I'll let them know when I go back into Wawa, either today or I'll go see them Monday morning. So
Yeah, you need to give them a name, the girl's name, who they should talk to.
well, the girl couldn't remember who it was she talked to in the office, which is understandable because I'm horrible with names too.
Yeah.
But no, Susan gave me she gave me her number straight to her direct line. Said you give that to those girls and tell them to call me. I said, all right.
Yeah. How far away is Wawa from you?
Well, Wawa's right by our bus yard, so it's right across the street.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm at the main office, which is about 15 miles from our shop.
Okay.
Because there's three bus yards. There's shop 1, 2, and 3. Shop 1 is the main office. That's where all the bosses are at. If you have shop 2 and 3, I'm usually out of shop 3. So.
Here comes Mark.
Morning, Paul. Justin.
What's up, Mark?
How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. It's a horrible day today.
Well, yeah, is it raining?
Oh, it's been really heavy rain all morning. It stopped for the time being, but the winds are horrendous.
That's what you were saying yesterday, that you were expecting heavy rains and wind.
Yeah. In fact, let's have a look, see what the wind is according to
Justin,
you.
did it warm up down there a little bit?
It's 70 out right now.
We're at 44 degrees with 42 miles an hour wind gusting to 68 mile an hour.
We had it was probably low 50s this morning. It wasn't too cold. And then it got to, it's like 69, 70 out right now.
Did the bus driver start the heater up?
Yeah, but we didn't really need it much this morning. It wasn't that cold.
Okay.
We wouldn't consider that cold at all.
Be like spring, right?
No,
Yeah.
no. If you're in pants and a sweatshirt, it's perfectly manageable. You could be outside for an hour and you wouldn't be shivering. So,
50 degrees is shorts and t-shirt weather.
but like the other morning, it's really cold. It's really nice out right now. Like I said, it's about 70 degrees, sunny, no clouds. Yeah, I don't see a single cloud in the sky anywhere around me.
That's good. So it'll be sunny then.
Yep.
Here it's kind of overcast.
I had to haul ass to the house when I went to my meeting because my portable charger was dead. I forgot to plug it in last night and charge it. my phone was on 40%, so I had to run to the house to grab my charger.
Let me get your eye. You're a goofball. You're a goofball.
And my boss was like, they're going to hold back a little bit more money than normal on you because they're going to try to catch up for the summertime coming up. And she goes, you're okay with that, right? I said, yeah. I said, they got to do what they got to do. I said, but it's okay though, because I'm getting that $10,000 sign-on bonus. And she goes, what? She goes, get the hell out of my office. I was like,
So what once you're in the union, you're getting paid all year round then?
yeah, so they can hold. What they do is they kind of save money for you, and that way they can give you a paycheck throughout the summer.
Summer, okay. What?
It'd be nice if they match some of it, put some of their own money in it.
Yeah, but it's they're just holding your money.
Yeah, they just hold a certain percentage back every month, and then they put it in like an account and hold it for you, save it, and then you don't get a full paycheck throughout 2.5 months you're out. I wish they would have appointed me like 2-3 months ago. I wouldn't have to worry about them taking extra money out of my check for the next couple months. So it's all right. It is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it. So
Why were they not taking as much out before?
no, when you're not appointed, they don't take anything out.
Once you get appointed, you're unionized.
Yeah, no, I get you. If you're not, they can't guarantee that you're going to need it in summer because you might still not be working there. Yeah.
Right. Which I think is stupid anyway, because it's your money at the end of the day. It's not like they're matching it. So, like, if they were putting a certain percentage in of their own money, I can understand that, but it's your money anyway. So, I don't know why you have to wait till you're appointed for that. Anybody should be able to do that. So,
yeah, they should do that because then if you don't get appointed, you just get the money back in 1 lump sum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they don't allow regular employees to do that. So, like temporary, what they call subs, because you're technically just called a sub driver or attendant.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's certain benefits they give you once you get appointed that you could just have when you're a sub, but they don't give them to you. So, just like you don't have access to the school portal when you're a sub, and that's how you get your paycheck stubs and everything. So if you don't have access to it, you got to drive all the way to the office and get a printout of it, which I think is really stupid. Everybody should have access to that. And just like they should allow you access up to a year after you're gone for tax reasons, just in case you need to pull something off of there for your taxes or something. But a lot of times they'll cut you off within a week after you retire or quit or whatever, or you're fired. They'll cut you out of the system, and then you don't have access to any of that stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, that's another benefit you get, which I think that subs should have, because that's just access to their own personal paperwork. So, but because when I went to go buy my car, I went and got paycheck stubs printed out just in case I needed them. Even though I was going to try to buy the car outright, I still wanted to have them just in case. So I had to drive all the way to the home office, which was like a 25-minute drive, just to get fucking 4 paycheck stubs printed out for me.
Well, that's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're one of the only places that I've worked for that's never, they won't email you anything, like any personal stuff where, like Walmart and all that, you can request an email for your W-2, your paycheck stuff, they'll email all that shit. But same with the gas company when I worked for them, they won't email you anything you need that you requested. And for some reason, they won't email anything to you. You either have to be able to access the portal or you have to be able to go into the office. Oh, I'm so glad it's Friday.
Yeah.
And I didn't have my wheelchair student today, too, which makes it easier. That saves us about 20 minutes on our route, having to load and unload them and everything. So,
Yeah.
going to stop.
So you didn't have a lift on that bus?
No. We just didn't have our student today that we used it for.
Oh.
He had doctor's appointments today, so he wasn't at school.
So you only have one student that needs the assistance.
No, he's the only wheelchair we have.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't show up today. His mom always lets us know a couple days ahead of time she's not going to be there, so we know.
What grade is he in?
He's in 10th grade, I believe.
Oh, okay. He's in high school.
He's either 9th or 10th, yeah.
Either a freshman or a sophomore. Yep.
So what's 10th grade then? 16? No, 15.
It'd be 15 or 16, depending on your birthday. You could be 16. Because most kids will graduate at 17, but you'll have a handful that will graduate at 18 because of either they had to start school late because of their birthday, or they could have been held back a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. 17, 18 is average age.
Yeah. I was one of the oldest in my class because my birthday was kind of in the middle of our summer break.
Like Kelsey, she'll be 18 when she graduates because she got held back one year when she was in elementary school. And that was because of her dyslexia, and we had to take her to a specialist for like 2 years straight every week to work on that with her. And she ended up, she's been doing really good in school. She's got all A's and B's. Thomas has got all A's and B's. Aubrey's got all A's and B's.
That's good.
Yeah, my kids always have done really good in school. They never really had, the lowest that they've ever gotten is maybe 1D here and there, and then they brought it right back up. So both Thomas and Kelsey won't have no issues graduating next year. I told Kelsey, I said, you'll be 18. I said, but you're going to graduate high school. I said, don't even think about dropping out. I'll whoop your ass.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, I don't want to drop out. I said, good. I said, because you're not going to, you're going to finish high school. I said, yeah, you'll have a little bit more freedom because you're 18, but I expect you to still do your school and get your schooling stuff done. I said, I'm not going to try to control you at 18. Because technically you are an adult. Do what you want. I said, but out of respect for me letting you, not trying to control you, you're going to finish school. That's the one stipulation. And she seems to understand that. So, and I said, you've been doing really good the last few years. I said, you've been A's and B's every year. I said, there's no reason for you to, she wasn't trying to drop out or anything. It's just, I just wanted to make it clear to her that that's not going to be an option next year.
Yeah.
So. was really weird because when they were kids, like little kids, I really thought Kelsey would be the one to like get into cheerleading and all this crap. She ain't into nothing. She's like fucking Avril Lavigne. She's a little rebel. She don't want to join nothing. Thomas, man, he went all out. He joined chess club, fucking joined ROTC. He got into all these different clubs and everything. And he was the one I thought wouldn't do that. Because they were complete opposites when they were in elementary school.
Kelsey's probably into boys.
No, actually, she's not. Kelsey has a mindset of she wants to get her stuff done, but she's not overly concerned about boys. So Kelsey's one of those kids that's probably not gonna. She's probably gonna end up going to some kind of trade school or something. She's more worried about getting her schooling done. So she's not one of those kids that's like all into the gossip at school and everything. She goes to school and does her work, comes home. The same way Thomas is. Thomas, same way. But Thomas has been in advanced classes ever since he hit ninth grade. He's been in college prep classes. Because Thomas, he'll blow right through the state testing every year, no problem. Just goes right through it.
Kelsey into computers or anything?
Oh yeah, she's got her own computer set up and everything, like I do.
Did you ever go in and look and see who she's talking to?
No, because she's never given me a reason to not trust her. So. And she'll tell her, like she was about a year ago, she was kind of talking to this boy at school, and when she found out he was smoking weed, she kicked his ass to the curb. Like I said, she's not like a typical teenager. She's very focused on herself and getting her own stuff done.
Sounds like she's very mature for her age.
Oh, she is. Fucking Donald. Prick.
Donald. Well, Kelsey's the oldest one, right?
Yeah. Her and Thomas will both be seniors next year. So.
They're going to be seniors in high school?
Yeah, and they might have a possibility of graduating early too, depending on how many credits they have. Because a lot of the seniors, they'll end up graduating 3 or 4 months before school ends. So, and then they'll just come back for the ceremony. Because we'll have a few seniors on our bus every year, and usually they'll start disappearing around 3-4 months before school ends, because they've already finished all their stuff for the year. They have enough credits to graduate. So. We had 2 girls last year that were seniors, and they disappeared about 2.5 months before school was out. They had already finished and graduated and got their diploma. And then they, like I said, then when the school does the graduation ceremony, they'll come back for that. But technically, they've already got their diploma and they're out. So. I can try.
Now, what time do you have to be back there this afternoon?
I'll have to be back till 12:20.
12:20? Okay.
I'm not going back to the house now because I just don't feel like going back there and sitting for an hour and leaving again.
Oh, so you're just gonna sit at the yard?
Yeah. That's why I went and got this done today because Susan told me, well, you can come in Monday and do the paperwork. I said, no, I'd rather just do it on a Friday. I said, I really don't want to go over to the home office on a Monday. So I'd rather just knock it out today. So she told me to go ahead and come in this morning.
How's your pupper dogs doing?
No, they're doing the same as always. Nothing really going on with them.
They get along good though, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, Doug's already going through his first phase of shedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw him yesterday. Yesterday, I was at the house and we were cleaning his cage out, getting all the poop out of there, his aquarium, and Kelsey noticed part of his tail was flaking off, and you could see a big old chunk where he's starting to shed.
Now, how often do they shed?
Not exactly sure. I'll have to look that up. But it's usually whenever they start going through growth spurts, they do just like snakes do. They'll shed their skin, their outer layer skin.
Now, do you have any idea how old Doug is?
Yeah, he was about a month and a half when I got him, a month, somewhere in there.
And how long do they live?
In captivity, they can live up to 13, 14 years.
Oh, okay.
I think in the wild, it's like 6 or 8 years or something on average.
How's Doug working into the family?
Everybody loves him.
Does he still get up on your shoulder?
Oh yeah, he sits up on my shoulder. Yeah, when I put him on the computer, he'll sit on the computer desk with me, just chill on the desk.
Does he watch you?
Yeah, he just sits there. But they start to get to the point where they'll recognize you. Like whenever I come in the room, usually after work, he'll come running up to the glass because he'll want me to hold him. And I'll open the door up and he'll jump up in my hand. I got him to wave at me the other day.
Yeah, that's what you said. Now, when he jumps up in your hand, he just happy to have you hold him. Do you stroke him or what?
He just pet his back.
Okay. He seemed to like that.
We've got
Yeah.
the wind. The wind's gone up now. It's now 45 to 71 miles per hour.
Jesus.
Mm.
Hey, you sure wouldn't want to put a drone up in that kind of weather.
Nope.
We hardly ever get wind here in the area I'm in unless there's a hurricane.
Unless it's a hurricane, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually it's calm. You
Yeah,
get
you
occasional like
can't
10
class a
mile an hour
hurricane
breeze.
as wind.
Yeah, they usually at most every few days we might get a little 10 mile an hour breeze for a little bit and it goes away. Most days it's just calm and still. So
Yeah, I think I might wander around later on and check the fence. Just make sure it's all still in.
What up, TJ? What's up, Jim?
Okay, Jim, I assume is there too.
Giggles is here finally. And Dre is here in the chat.
Andre. Like a branch. Bit weird this because I don't remember him telling us we were going to get a storm.
Well, I think you and David might have discussed the weather yesterday.
Yeah, I know it's going to get cold next week, but I don't remember him saying we were going to get a storm. What?
Go. We'll lay down.
No.
We'll lay down. I got these
What?
sent to me the other day. They're little mini smart smart cameras. I don't know anything about them or how to work them, or they got instructions in there, but I can't understand shit.
Hold on, you got what sent to you?
Little dinky cameras,
What
H-
for?
HD cameras. Well, you're supposed to stick them on the wall or whatever, and
Yeah, but why did you get them?
don't know. I got three of them, and they're only this. They're really small.
Huh.
You don't usually get sent something unless you bought it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
did.
checked it.
I think I did buy it.
Yeah,
Look at that. You need to check the address on the package. It might have been somebody else's.
might not be yours. Yeah.
It came with the camera, came with a connector, and it came with a little sticker. You stick it on the wall or whatever, and it sticks to that.
That was like that day I got the massive ass Timu packages from Timu. And I was like, I didn't order anything from fucking Timu. I look at it and it was the address, same address as mine, but one street over. They dropped it off on the wrong street. I just walked over there and handed it to the lady.
Yeah, I
I mean,
got
she
three.
ordered a bunch of shit.
I got three
Do
of
what?
these cameras.
Are they wireless? Like you plug them in to charge them?
Yeah, you just plug them in to charge them.
Yeah, there's probably some kind of app you got to use to control them.
Well, me and apps.
Well, do you know where you got them from? Send them back.
Peter H in Chicago is what the return address is.
Peter H. Did you buy them off of eBay?
I don't know where I got them.
What is TJ talking about? Some number you called yesterday.
I don't know. I don't put numbers on there.
No, he said I watched your stream from yesterday. I don't know who called yesterday, but you need to delete the number you called. And he said not sure how you got her number. What's he talking about?
I don't know. TJ, once he gets on a rant or a rave, he's off to the races.
He needs to come on the stream because I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know. Was it yesterday morning?
Let me look at my phone calls. Recent.
Yeah.
your day filled with possibilities and opportunities.
Well, whatever it was is in my phone underneath TJ's number.
He said it was his wife's number. How the hell did you get his wife's number?
I don't know, unless he was using her phone at one time, but that's the number I've got listed in my phone for Anthony Alexander.
I wonder if he gave you her number by mistake instead of his number.
I don't know, because that's the
I
only
have
number
no
I
idea.
have for TJ.
Just text him off your phone, TJ. Then he can save your number. Fucking haircut. I went in there this morning and Susan was begging me to be a bus driver again. I said, nope. I'm good.
Oh, they want you to be a bus. Do you get paid more money to be a bus driver?
A little bit more, but I just don't want the hassle of it.
Well, couldn't you have a dual?
No,
words,
and I don't want to do it though, because when you become a new bus driver, then they want you to cover 15 different freaking routes, and you got to go in for constant drug testing and physicals, and because it's all DOT crap. I don't want to do all that.
Okay.
Because I don't have to do that as an attendant. So
I said okay, and Boone shot to the door. He wants to go out. What the hell?
yeah, so I'd rather just not deal with all that. And then you have to constantly go to the home office all the time for paperwork, and yeah, I don't want all that. It ain't worth the extra pay, to be honest with you. They don't get any better benefits. They just get a couple dollars more an hour.
So it
Me, it ain't worth.
significant pay raise?
No. I don't want to deal with all that.
I thought maybe
Like
it was
I said,
double. I thought maybe it was double the money you get.
oh, hell no. If it was double the money I'd get, I'd jump on that in a minute. But I'm not doing it for just a couple more dollars an hour, because they make, like I said, you have to go get physicals every so often. You got to maintain your CDL. You have to go in for monthly drug testing all the time. And it's just a lot of extra crap that I don't want to do. And you have to constantly go to the home office to do stupid ass paperwork all the time that attendants don't have to do. So I just rather not deal with all that extra crap. And like I said, then you become, when you're a new bus driver, you end up becoming like the bus yard's bitch, and you have to cover every fucking other route instead of just getting a route. You become pretty much a pickup driver that just covers everybody, a cover driver. I'm not doing all that. And I want you to do field trips and all kinds of shit. I get the same benefits they do, so I'm not worried about it.
So when the school do a field trip, they rent the bus from the district, or do they just buy it?
No, it's the school buses do all the field trips.
Mm.
I mean, the school can pay to charter a bus if they want to, but it doesn't cost them anything if the school does. If the school buses do it, it's all part of the same district. So. Well, technically, the schools pay for the buses, but it's just the district taking $20 out of one pocket and putting it in another.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. I don't know why they even do that. So I don't really count that as paying for it because it's all the same fucking people controlling the same money. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
like I said, sometimes schools will charter buses if they're going farther because unfortunately our buses, they don't have fuel cards for them, so they can only go as far as a tank of fuel will take them and get them back. So if they like say they had some special trip that was going out of state, they wouldn't be able to use a school bus because the school bus wouldn't be able to fill up anywhere because they don't provide fuel cards because they have fuel stations all over the county. So that you can pull up to fill up your bus. So in those cases, they'll charter a bus to take them if they have to go like cross state lines or something. Yeah, exactly, Jim. Well, yeah, it's only like I said, if it was like say maybe $5 or maybe $10 more an hour, I'd really be thinking about it. But not for $2 or $3 extra an hour. To me, it ain't worth all that. Because I don't fall under DOT because I'm not a driver. So
And would you have to run a separate license as well?
yeah, you have to get a Class B license.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a Class A like an 18-wheeler, but you have to have a Class B. Which I only have a Class C license, which is just for cars. And it's up to a certain amount of pounds. I think it's like 26,000 pounds, something like that you can drive up to. There's a certain limit on a Class C that you can drive up to a certain size vehicle. I want to say it's like 26,500 pounds, something like that. Anything more than that, then you have to have a Class B or a Class A.
Yeah, I've worked to, I think it's 3.5 ton.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact weight limit, but it says it on the back of my license, but my wallet's at the house, so I can't look at it and tell you.
Mind you, 26,000 pounds is a lot.
Yeah, I could be off on the poundage. I'm not sure, but I know it's pretty high. It's a pretty decent amount.
Well, 3 tons, 5,000.
Because on average, an 18-wheeler is around 80,000 pounds. So over here, so
Oh, that is one strong wind. Well, I had a walk round. There's a couple of fence panels between me and the girl at the back of me that have come out. They can wait. Because it's only garden to garden, so that doesn't matter. But I've got another branch snapped on my willow tree.
but the one good thing is they do pay for your Class B, but you also have to work for a year. If you end up getting fired or quit or something, then you actually have to pay that money back for the classes for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jim. It's just constant fucking testing and you know, you have to get up with trainer drivers all the time to re-up on different stuff, and yeah, it's just not worth it. And my biggest thing is I just don't want to be bounced around every other day to a different route because that's exactly what they'll do. Every new driver, that's exactly the way they do them. One day you'll be driving over in this part of the county, the next day you'll be over here, and it's just constant back and forth. Where I'm at now, I'm just on a set route, and I don't have to worry about switching buses all the time. So, only occasionally do I have to cover another bus, but I'm not driving it, so. And then when you're bouncing around like that too, you're constantly having to drive to different locations to pick buses up, which means you're using more of your own personal gas and all that stuff too. So now I did sign up for field trips for just midday ones, so that'd be in between runs. They asked me, "You want to do weekends or evening ones?" I said, "Hell no." The weekends are my time, and I'm not staying out till 10, 11 o'clock doing a field trip and having to be back at the bus yard at 4 o'clock in the morning. No, thank you. I'm not going home and getting 4 or 5 hours sleep. I already have enough trouble sleeping as it is, let alone doing that. And then she was telling me, she was like, "Oh, yeah, I've been hearing you've been helping a lot of the drivers with their tablets. I appreciate it." I'm like, and I've been asking her to put me in the office to run all the tablet system, but I still haven't. They don't have anything right now for that, I guess. I'm like, "I'd run the whole system for you. Just put me in the office."
Mm.
The problem is they have people doing it that don't know anything about anything, and they can't even diagnose whether a charger is bad or a battery's bad in the tablet. They'll tell people come all the way over. They'll tell them, instead of diagnosing the problem and trying to figure out what it is, they'll have a driver drive all the way over to Bartow, a 25-minute drive in the bus, wasting all that fuel to pick up a new battery, and then they find out it's a charger.
Mm.
Instead of going over the phone and doing some troubleshooting over the phone and figuring out exactly what the problem is. They've done that so many times with drivers where they've sent them all the way over there to pick up a new battery, and it turned out the charger in their bus was bad, which they could have changed out at the bus yard that they left from. So, yeah, you'd have to do the endorsement for carrying passengers. Yeah, so many different endorsements you can get on a Class B and a Class A, because it just doesn't cover everything. You have to get, like, if you're an 18-wheeler driver and you have a Class A, you have to get like a hazmat endorsement. And there's so many different ones you have to get depending on what you're hauling. I give it to truck drivers though, because man, they got to do a lot of different endorsements, a lot of different classes and shit just to get those. And another thing too, like if you have a Class B through the county, you can't actually work for any other company using that license because it's a conflict of interest, is what they said. So you can't even you like one of the guys I work with during the summer, what he was doing was he was hauling RVs back and forth and trailers and stuff. He's got a big old F4, like 350 that he drives, big old dually, and they told him he couldn't do that anymore because he's not allowed to use the Class B he got from them to do any other jobs. I don't know, something the county's rules or something they have on that. So he got all pissed off about that because you can't do that over the summer anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. One of our teachers at school during the summer, he used to do an ice cream round.
Well, the only good thing, Jim, here is field trips. You have to actually volunteer for them. They can't force you to do them. So you have to sign up to do them. But as far as just doing a bunch of random ass bus routes, and not, yeah, they'll jump you all over the fucking place. You definitely don't want to be a floating driver unless you like doing that, because it gets old real quick. Especially if you get put on a bus that doesn't have an attendant that doesn't know the route, and you don't know the route, and you don't have an attendant on the bus, because not all of them have attendants. Because a lot of the drivers rely on the attendant to help them with the route. And sometimes you'll get on a bus that doesn't have one, and you don't know the route, and those fucking tablets, the map system they use on those tablets, suck. But we do have a couple of drivers that have been floaters they actually like doing it, and they've been floaters for years, and they like know everybody's route. They're really good drivers.
Paul, what are you doing?
I I had to delete your other one.
Yeah, because you totally called the wrong number yesterday, man.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay, buddy. I got it right now, right?
Yeah, you have it. You have the right number now.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. Thanks.
Welcome.
Bye. I'm not good with phones and computers, that's for sure. It took me a while to get that straightened out. Oh man, this getting old sucks. Is everybody still here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna run in the store. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Actually, I gotta take my phone in with me because I gotta use my wallet on my phone. So I'll still be here.
So Mark, what's up with you? Anything?
Well, other than this bloody wind blowing,
Is it getting stronger or staying about the same?
70-mile-an-hour gusts, 45-mile-an-hour winds.
Wow. You sure don't want to be out in that.
I've just been around the garden and checked everything, and one of the branches has snapped on the willow tree again. So that's going to need cutting up and taking out because it's a big branch.
Oh, it's a big branch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's about 6-8 inches across at the where it snapped off.
At the base, huh?
Yeah.
So what you got a chainsaw, do you, or just use a regular saw?
No, chainsaw. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But it's still, you got to do it, right?
Yeah. There's a couple of fence panels come down between me and next door. They can wait.
Now you don't do you put any critters out in the backyard or no?
Well, no, I've only got the cat now, and the cat goes wherever she wants, so it don't
Okay.
matter.
And what about them next door? Do they have dogs or?
No, they've just got a cat as well.
Okay. So it's not critical to make sure the fence is all the way around.
No, not yet. But I think the post is damaged as well, that between the two panels that have come out, so it might involve changing the fence post, the concrete post.
All right.
Justin is back?
Yeah, I just had to run in and grab my Gatorades for the second.
Where'd you have to go?
I was parked in front of Walla.
Okay.
I was just getting a little snack to take with me and a couple Gatorades for later.
I didn't know if you went to the place where the gals were.
No, she works overnight, so she's not here right now.
Oh, okay.
She won't be back until the morning. So, but I won't see her till Monday morning, so I don't come over here on the weekends to this area of town.
You don't have her phone number?
No, I don't. I was gonna get it this morning too, and I completely forgot before I went in the office. I was gonna grab it from her this morning because she was gonna give it to me this morning. I completely spaced off. As I told her I was gonna go in and talk to Susan today.
I see they elected a new mayor in Seattle who is a socialist, and she talks real high about Mandini, that he's on the ball.
I liked the news when they said, "Oh, the Democrats sweep the election." I was like, "It was all Democratic-run areas already. It wasn't a big surprise."
Yeah.
yeah.
Except most Democrats don't go out and profess themselves to be socialists.
No, I'm just talking about that midterm election they had.
Yeah.
Most of the places that won where the Democrats won, they already controlled it anyway, so it didn't surprise me at all when they said that. I was like, I don't know why you guys are cheering on. It's not like you won a bunch of extra seats that you didn't have before. You just won the same shit over again.
And this new mayor in Seattle, she promises far left agenda in Seattle.
Well, that's what they voted for. That's on them at the end of the day. If you don't want to live there because you don't believe in that stuff, then move. What can I tell you? You always have the option to get up and move to a more friendly area that's more of your beliefs. Plenty of areas you can move to around the country, depending on what type of lifestyle you believe in. Like I said before, people need to stop believing everything the news tells them at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because the BBC was a good example of that the other day.
Yeah.
And they're not the only ones that have done shit like that. I'm not like just going at BBC. There's been plenty of American news stations that have done the same shit.
So what's your plan? You're just gonna sit in the car until you have to go back?
Yeah, pretty much. Just gonna sit in here and chill. Ain't the first time I've done it.
It'd be nice if you had a little pickup truck with one of those little campers on the back, right?
Do what?
A pickup truck with a camper on the back?
What about it?
I said, that'd be nice for you.
No, not really, because I don't want to sit in a hot ass camper. Those things aren't the most comfortable to sit in. I'd rather sit in my car, put the seat back, and sit in the air conditioning. My car don't use any gas sitting around.
Oh,
And
you
I fucked up this morning. I went to top off my tank and I go to the gas pump and accidentally hit premium gas. I said, "Oh, I guess we're putting premium in today." Fucking cost me like 40 cents more a gallon. But my car can take premium, so.
how much? How many gallons did you end up getting?
I spent 15 and I think I got 4.5 gallons, something like that.
Okay.
But it was just enough to top me off. I was already at 3/4. I just wanted to fill the car up the rest of the way.
So what? It is about a 15 or 20 gallon tank?
No, it's not that big. It's maybe a 12 gallon,
Okay.
maybe 14. It's a very small car, so the tank can't be that big on it. Definitely not a 20 gallon.
Yeah.
At most, it's probably a 12 or a 14 at the most. I'm not even entirely sure. But it usually doesn't cost me more than 25 to fill up normally. So 25, 30. It depends on the gas prices. But they've been going down here because we've been down to. So for the last four years or so, we were at about 325 to 345. It was always in between there. And now it's been down to as low as I saw it the other day, 267.
Ah.
So it's been dropping. But before, about 5 or 6 years ago, it was getting like almost pre-90 prices. We were down to what, like at one point I think we were as low as a 202 or something.
Well, I remember back when I first started driving, gas was 19.9. And as high as 31.9.
Yeah, when I when I started driving back in 78, 79, it was 40 pence a gallon here.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh
more
yeah, if you
like £6 a gallon now.
went back to like the 50s and 60s and told them gas was like $6 a gallon in California and like $3 in Florida, they just shit themselves.
Yep. Yeah, it was 19.9 on sale when they were having the gas wars, and regular prices might have been 31.9 for regular. 31.9 cents a gallon, or 19.9 when they were having the little, gas station war. That was back in 1968, 69, 70.
Yeah, our gas it dropped down to $3 on average about 2 months ago, and it was hovering around 305 around there. And then it started going down to like 290, and then it would pop back up to 305, go back to 290, and now it's going down to like 270 in the 70s. and then it will might go back up to 3 and then go back down again. So it's like slowly teetering off. It will climb a little bit, go back down, then it'll go back down a little farther, climb up just a little bit. So it's slowly going down.
As long as it's going in the right direction, you know?
I'd be happy if it just hovered around like 230. If they can get it down to about 220, 230, I'd be happy with that. I mean, I am not expecting it to go to like $1.50 or nothing crazy like that. But no, it was real cheap during the pandemic because the supply and the demand wasn't very high. So, or the demand wasn't very high because not a lot of people were driving at the time. The roads were pretty empty around that time, so gas was really cheap. I want to say it was below $2 for a couple of weeks. I want to say it was like $1.97 at one point, if I remember correctly. Because even though we didn't have lockdowns during COVID, the companies still made their own lockdown decisions, but they were allowed to do that. So there were still not a lot of people driving in Florida either. That was just because a lot of companies were started doing the work from home and closing for a few weeks at a time whenever they'd have a little mini outbreak in their office or something. I could actually get from one side of town to the other in like 10 minutes, so it normally takes about 25 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's getting even worse now. Fuck, man, the traffic is getting insane here. I said, you used to be able to tell, you, just a few years ago, you could tell them when the snowbirds were here and when they were gone, because there was a significant difference in traffic. But now it's just heavy all the time. I can't tell when the snowbirds are here and when they're not anymore.
Well, you're gonna probably be experiencing a lot of transplants coming from up the East Coast and uh, gonna move out of New York City for sure.
Well, we've already had a big exodus of people from New York move down here. Tennessee, Texas, and Florida were like the 3 hotspot states that everybody was moving to. That was trying to flee the cities. Yeah, Tennessee is a really popular state right now too to move to.
Really?
Well, those were the 3 main states that were like very anti-COVID lockdowns and all that. And a lot of people started moving around that time to get out of the big cities up north and out of California, different places like that. And then just a lot more businesses have been moving to those states too. Like businesses are popping up everywhere around here.
All different kinds or anything specific?
Yeah, like new fast food chains, like just warehouse jobs. Like there's just a lot of shit moving here. Well, it's easy, and like especially Texas and Florida. I don't know about Tennessee, but like Texas and Florida, it's really a lot easier for a company to get an operation up and running than it is in like California or New York, where there's a lot of a lot of red tape you got to get through, you know. There's not as many regulations in Florida and Texas and when it comes to that kind of stuff. You get any ships today, Paul?
Just that one this morning, real early this morning, before sunrise. Turned out really good.
Yeah, when do they start the locks thing?
Well, the lock stop about the middle of January until about the middle of February.
So you got a little while for this.
Yeah, but the problem is that everybody kind of hunkers down a little bit because of not only the locks but the ice issue and everything else.
Well, I noticed the last couple of years you didn't really have a lot of ice up there like you did.
Well, north of me
years
they
before.
do, but not here. Yeah.
Because I remember about was it 3 years ago when you were showing us the icebreakers going through the river right there by the bridge, breaking up the
Yeah.
ice. But
Yeah.
the last 2 years, they haven't had to come through there.
No, they haven't, and I don't know what the prognosis is for the future for ice on the Great Lakes.
What's up, Dusty?
He
Yes,
says
Dusty.
concrete drying is like waiting for water to boil.
You got to sit there and watch it, make sure nobody comes and walks through it or
Yeah, exactly.
like an animal walks through it or something. There was that one video of that guy, he was sitting up on the dam. He was sitting up on his porch and just got his sidewalk done in front of his house, and his fucking dog got out the front door, ran right through that motherfucker.
He wasn't happy, I'll bet. Hang on, Boone wants in. I'm coming, Boone. Got called, did you? Yeah, understand.
Well,
just
yeah, Jim. Do what?
what Jim say?
Oh, he was talking about your winters are disappearing fast for about a minute.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Well, they were talking about like the natural, like cold fronts that are coming down from the north are moving more easterly, kind of like how Tornado Alley moves around. I don't know. They're saying that they're going more like easterly from you guys.
Well, you know, with the airlines having their situations because of the lockdown, I would imagine that has had an effect on people coming to Florida in some of the warmer areas.
Are you talking about the government shutdown?
Yeah.
They said it was, I think, around 10% less flights were being, but they should all be back to work now.
Well, they supposedly are back to work, but they said it's going to take a while for it to get up to where it normally is, especially since the holidays are coming.
Well, Thanksgiving is the most traveled day of the year.
Yep.
So You would think it'd be Christmas, but it's actually Thanksgiving. It's the most traveled holiday.
And I would imagine the average travel period of time for the passengers is either the day before Thanksgiving and the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Well, I know a lot of these people are about to get a fat ass paycheck though, because they're going to get all that back pay that they didn't get paid for.
Oh yeah.
So they're about to get a big fat ass check and be able to get caught up on all their stuff. I wonder if like mortgage companies and stuff are giving federal workers a break. Because I know here, I know after some natural disasters, they'll actually, even car companies on car loans and stuff here in Florida, they'll let you put off your stuff for a couple of months if you're in a kind of a devastated area. They'll put like a short moratorium on it for you. But that's a problem. You know, these people got to go to work every day, and eventually they're going to run out of money, and they're not going to have gas to put in their car to get to work, even
Yeah.
if they're not getting paid. You know.
That's right.
So yeah, I can imagine that some of them probably stopped showing up because they just couldn't get to fucking work. They didn't have no money.
minute.
Yeah, and at that point you're in survival mode. Is it you put gas in the car, or you buy food, or whatever? You know, you got to decide what you're going to pay. What's the most important to you? Dude, Dusty, I would not rely on the airline companies to manage traffic control because they are constantly bankrupting themselves all the time. And that's a federally, I mean, it's all federal controlled airspace, so that's why they do it that way. I don't know if you'd want a bunch of separate companies trying to run air traffic. I mean, I guess to pay them, but I definitely wouldn't have them controlling it.
Here comes Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hey, all right. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
Very well, thanks. How's everybody doing today?
It's going.
Hey, Justin.
So,
Whew.
Justin's in between. He's sitting in his car, waiting to go back to do the bus run.
Oh, yeah?
yeah, I had to go sign my paperwork today because I got fully pledged into the county. So
What did you say? You have 40 pledged in the county?
Well,
I got
unionized.
So
Check.
I got my full benefits today. So
Oh, all right. Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
yeah, thank you.
Little 403B action as well, yeah? Heck yeah.
Well, when he signs up, what they do is they deduct money out of all his paychecks so that he gets paid all year round, even in the summertime when he's not working.
All right. Well, right on. Sounds like a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I am on my way into the office right now, of course.
Hey, why were you tearing that shed down? Were you putting a new one up or something?
Oh, yeah,
didn't
put a new
catch
one
the
up.
whole
Actually,
website.
it was delivered the next day. I had to tear it down that night because the guy was like, I'm going to deliver it at 11. I was like, oh, fuck. I got to do it now, you know?
Dude, I
So-
would have went all out. I would have hooked that shit up to your bumper of your truck and just ripped the whole son of a bitch down. I'd have had fun with that.
Yeah, right.
What's
Yeah,
wrong
nah,
with that one? Is it just old or was it leaking or something?
Smaller, and it's old. The corners have split open. All four
Oh.
corners have split open. So I actually had it held together with rigger's tape or duct tape, which worked for a while, for several seasons. But my boss was getting rid of his shed, and he's like, "You want it?" I was like, "What size is it?" 10 by 12. All right, I'll take it. It's a nice wooden shed, and I mean it's got some issues with it, with as far as like the cosmetics, which are easy to fix and replace. It's just a matter of doing it. But I got a new shed now that I got to refill back in, and then the old shed, it's sitting in the front yard, like on against the side of the fence. So I got to take that to the dump.
Yeah, like I said, I
But
would have
yeah,
had fun
got a
with
new
it.
shed.
I'd have hooked the tow strap to that bitch and ripped the whole thing down.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'd have been fun to do too, but I didn't.
But see, I
I
would
found
do
later
that,
on
but
though that
my
the
luck.
floor was actually bolted to the floor. It was bolted to the concrete driveway.
Oh, you had what is it called? What is it called when you drill into concrete? It's a
Roll bolt.
Oh, those
yeah.
all taps or something like that.
Roll bolt.
Yeah,
Roll
yeah, but
bolt.
we call it something else. It's like
Yeah.
red tap or something like that.
RAWL.
I mean, I
Dusty
didn't.
would know.
Dusty, what are those bolts that are called when you drill them into concrete?
Yeah, because
I think you're right. It's like red taps or something. I forgot what the brand we used, but we actually had the inlet contractor of the tunnel. It lifted off the concrete footer, and so we had to go in there and re-drill new bolts into it. And it was like Hilti. That was the name of it. Hilti, I guess, concrete epoxy for the bolts to set into. HILTI, Hilti.
Yeah, Hilti make a lot of power tools.
Yeah. That would have been a good video to make out of it. I actually have a cool picture of me hanging from the floor inside the basement. But I don't know where it is. It's on the Instagram or something.
Are those things the same as ours? You drill a hole and you put like an expanding tube down into it, and as you bolt the bolt down into it, it pushes the sides of the tube out slightly to
That's not what we
grab
used.
hold of the
That's
concrete to stop it coming back out.
Yeah, that's another way. We filled it with
that's
epoxy
the
and then just threw the bolt, push the bolt in, and then
all right.
let it harden.
That's a bit more awkward to get back out than a roll bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully those things aren't coming out.
Yeah, it's fine until you actually want to take them out.
Yeah, right. Well, hopefully we never have to. Hopefully it's there forever and ever, because that was a job. We had to cut the wall open to get to those bolts.
oh, that's the name of the brand. It was Redhead. I
Hilti,
knew it
yeah.
was Red something.
Oh, the brand? Is it
Yep.
Redheads?
Yeah, they're called Redheads or concrete anchor bolts.
Right on.
I knew it was something red, but it was a brand name.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the floor was bolted down to the pad, and so once I took it all apart and it was just the flooring, I actually ripped the plastic. Yeah, you bend it back and forth. I was able to take it out, and the bolts were just left there, so I had to grind them out the next day.
Is that shed
Yeah,
bigger than the slab it's going on, or is it the same size?
Oh no, it's going on the concrete driveway, so it's
Oh,
the
okay.
pad's bigger. Yeah, so it's not a shed pad. It's just the driveway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was cool because the guy he delivered it. He was like, he basically dropped it off, set it in place, leveled it, and was gone in like 45 minutes. Yeah, he was like, this was much easier than getting it out of the backyard because
Oh yeah,
my
because
boss
then they
was
got to
like,
use that little. They got to use that little electric lift or that
yes,
gas-powered lift. They got to go back there, lift it, and in some people's yards, you know, it might be real muddy. And
yep,
yeah, I've seen guys struggle with them sheds trying to get them out of people's backyards.
yep. I think they actually took the fence down between the neighbor and they drove in the neighbor's yard to get the shed out initially because my boss is getting a bigger shed and yeah, free shed, right? And this
You know
thing,
what's funny?
it's actually a really nice shed. It's a Leonard shed, and look, I looked it up and it's like $5,000.
No.
I was
You
like,
know
damn.
what's funny is they tell you can't use these, like if say you buy one where you're paying a monthly payment for it until you pay it off. You know how some people do with them.
Yeah,
You they'll tell you in the contract you can't use it as a dwelling to live in, but if you look at them, they design all of them to look like little mini houses now.
yeah, right.
It's like,
For real.
I think they know you're gonna do it because some people do buy them to do that, but legally you can't use it as a dwelling in most places. So they just put that in the contract, but you can tell that they're building them for like little mini 1-bedroom apartments. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll have a
That's why
fucking
it's
porch
release
with
liability. They don't really care because then, let's say it's not structurally sound or it falls over when you're living in it and you get killed or hurt. Oh, we're gonna sue the company because they didn't say we could use it as a dwelling. You know.
right.
So that's probably exactly what they're
But
doing.
but if you go look at them, like the shed place that's across from the bus yard here, they all look like little mini houses. They have like full on porches and a porch
You know, there's
light
people
and
living in them,
everything.
Justin.
Yeah.
You know, there's someone living in that. Yeah.
Yeah, they advertise them as summer houses rather than sheds.
Yeah. Well, that's what they. I'm not even kidding. Like, I don't know if it's the same over there, but over here they literally look like little mini homes.
Yeah. But they're just somewhere to sit out in the evening over here.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
funny.
it's like, why does your shed, where you're supposed to technically, quote unquote, be storing shit, why does it need a porch?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, the only time you need that is if it's stored in the hot tub.
Yeah, right. That's what this guy usually does. Also, it's he delivers hot tubs or sheds but that's his primary business. His clientele, delivering hot tubs.
You know what you need to do, Jason? Turn that into your gaming room. The little wall
Yeah,
unit in
right.
there for 8. Get it all nice and insulated with some drywall in there.
Yeah, right. That'd be cool.
Turn that into
10 by
your
12?
little yeah. You can turn that into a little man cave.
Right. Yeah, that would be cool. Unfortunately, everything that was in the old shed is going into this one. I thought about it. I was like, huh. But then I was like, I gotta run electricity and all that other shit to it too, you know. But so, not happening. I might run electricity to it anyway, just so I could have lighting in it. Not that I necessarily need it, but
You just run a heavy duty extension cord out to it.
I could.
Yeah.
And just
All
wire
right,
a
fellas,
wall
I'm at work
plug.
now. I'll catch you guys later on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, see you, Jason.
All right, have a good day, guys.
Hey, Jason, have a good one. What do you think, Mark?
I think it's bloody cold.
It's cold and windy there, right?
It is very windy. Let's see what it's doing now. That's
Hold
staying
on. What did Jim say?
41 to 69.
Yeah, like Jim said, yeah, there's one at Lowe's in it where he lives at, and it's got flower boxes and everything built on it.
Yeah.
But it's not a home.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you wanted to make like your own little personal office away from your house where you didn't have to worry about disturbing anybody or anything.
Or if
That
you
actually would
wanted
make
to ban the kids out to the backyard, you know?
No, I'm saying like if you wanted to build your own little man cave, man, one of those isn't a bad way to go, to be
Yeah.
honest. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
my cousin runs a business from hers.
yeah,
well,
'cause you can insulate it, drywall it in,
Yeah,
put an air conditioning unit.
she does like personal training on these weird exercises like bungee and poles and things like that. So she's got all that set up in it.
Yeah,
Well, and the
I've
thing
seen
of it
people
is,
that
if you wanted it bigger, you just put two of them back to back and attach them together, right?
Mm.
well, yeah, because the one guy I watch on YouTube that does repossessions on those, like I said, because people will buy them and then make payments on them. You know, they'll get financed for one because they can range from $10,000 to $20,000 depending on how nice of a shed it is. And so people will get a small loan on it and they'll make a monthly payment, and sometimes they don't pay it. But the guy I watch on YouTube, that's what these people did. They bought two big old sheds that were like, I don't even know how big they were, probably 20 by 16 or something, and they attached them together and had a little 3-bedroom house built inside of it when he showed up to repo them. They cut the walls and everything and attached both of them.
Wow.
Mm.
They had a full-on bathroom, everything in it, and the guy was all pissed off because he had to try to get him out of there. Oh yeah, I remember when my cousins, their grandpa built a 2-bedroom apartment inside of a garage, and apparently somehow one of the neighbors found out and turned him in, and they came out and said he had to turn it back into a garage
Yeah.
because he didn't get permits for it. It had a full bathroom, kitchen, everything. But he left the garage door on there, and it looked like a garage from the outside, but it was all sealed up.
Yeah, my mate did that with his and actually turned it into a bakery. And his daughters ran a cake bakery from in there.
Okay, Justin, if we leave you alone, you're going to be all right?
What?
If we sign off, you're going to be okay?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. Mark,
Yeah,
thanks for being here. Justin,
no problem.
don't
Catch
get
y'all
it.
later.
We'll see you later, Justin.